Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 9 of the Geek Perspective. On today's show, we have some movie and TV news. Derek is discussing Sailor Moon, and Tom has some big news on some Comic Con stuff going on. So stick around and enjoy the show. So, everybody, how you guys doing today?
Awake for once, as I did not have to work today.
You were at some rave or something?
Raid.
Oh, raid! I thought you were at a rave.
No, that's the nighttime shit.
Oh, because I was like, you went to a rave? Holy Jesus! We'll never see Derek.
Who raves at 4 in the afternoon?
You apparently. So, Tom, what's going on your way?
No, I mean, good day. I didn't have to work today. Had a half day yesterday at work, so ready to go. We haven't had an episode in 2 weeks, so
A half a day?
yeah. We have without giving too much information about my job because I don't like doing that. We have this thing. We get a bunch of time each year that we can use. You get sick time, you get vacation, which you accrue each month, and you get sick, vacation, then you get your floating holidays. You get 5 or 6 a year of those, and then we have what they call it's personal business, and it's 4-hour chunks that you can use either at the beginning of the shift or at the end of the shift, and you get out early, so you get it's good for 4 hours. So on Fridays we start at 2:30. If I put in for PB, I did work the 4 hours and I get out at 6:30. So kind of cool.
We have an audience member in the room.
Nice.
My cat.
Ah,
She's slithering around like she's all scared. Like, what's this room? Huh. All right. I'm all mesmerized by the stupid cat. Just so everybody knows, subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts so you guys can stay up to date to all our news, when the shows are airing, what we have going on, and maybe we'll throw in some cool stuff along the way. But I didn't announce I also have an unboxing. I have an unboxing today, so we'll get to that a little later. But let's jump into some news, and you guys pop in whenever you want because there's some interesting stuff here. Let's start with some TV news. You guys hear about Ghost Rider coming out? TV show?
Now, is this going to be the spinoff of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost
Well,
Rider?
here's the deal. Good question, Derek. Gabriel Luna, who was that, Tom?
I did hear about this. Yes. So I'll let you go. Yes.
All
Okay.
right. Gabriel Luna, who was a star on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, is actually coming back to star on the Hulu show. It will be on Hulu because it's going to be supposedly a darker show. And if you haven't heard, Disney owns everything. So what's happening is all the G and PG rated stuff will be on Disney Plus in the fall. And the more controversial stuff, I guess you'd say, will be on Hulu Plus.
By controversial, do you mean like adult?
Yes.
Okay.
Good call there, too. I should say controversial. More adult content, I should say. Which, to me, it's controversial because they should put it all on Disney Plus. Be done with it, but screw Hulu. But anyway, it's not supposed to be connected to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That I found kind of strange. It's going to be a brand new story, brand new arc. But you know how Marvel, they see everything's connected. So the article I read on the internet said that it's possible they could tie in at some point. But who knows? They're saying that it could be little bits of what happened to him on S.H.I.E.L.D.
I just want to say one comment for it. What if the possibility is because they went and altered the timeline at the end of last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's why it's like a new character or a new story. Because they messed up.
If they mention that, I'll give you that. But if they don't even mention it, they'll screw it up somehow.
Hey, real quick. The banner is blocking Derek's face.
It's okay. We don't want to see Derek.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worth it. That's why I'm on the bottom. Oh, that's different.
Oh yeah, there you go. Just don't move
the camera again.
Derek,
too much.
There you go.
Come on, Derek. Come on. All right, is that better now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Little impromptu editing here. So yeah, I'm excited to see the show back. The problem is I don't have Hulu, so I don't know if I'll be watching it. So we'll have to see what happens.
You mean you don't have Hulu yet?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be getting it though, because I think if I get Disney Plus, I am not getting Hulu. You know, I won't do both.
What if they made it a package?
Hey, how about this?
That's the possibility.
All right, you get Disney Plus, I have Hulu, and then we share.
Do that too.
You know what I mean? Like it's same price, right? $15 a month or whatever. You know what I mean? So you get the Disney Plus, and I'll give you my password. You give me your password.
Yeah, that'll work too. Now the whole world knows about this, and the FBI is staring at the doors, banging through our windows.
Come and get me, fellas. Come and get me. You know?
Okay, just so you know, I had 2 people that say F the police as they ran a red light. And guess who's behind us? And guess who got the ticket?
But I'm excited to see the show back. I liked when he was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I'm excited to see it. So Batwoman has got an order for a full series. About time they officially announced this. We all knew it was going to happen. And it's perfect timing with Arrow ending next year. She could jump into that dark, brooding character that I personally love. I'm not a campy, goody kind of character fan. I want to hear from the bad boys and girls,
Mm-hmm.
And Ruby Rose, she's still going to be on the show. She's still going to be the star of the show. And I'm hearing they're going to have Batwing on the show, so that's interesting. He's going to be played. Speak English, Roy. AKA Luke Fox is being played by Cameron Johnson. He was in Luke Cage. So I always like Batwing. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Is Batwing another Robin?
Yeah, he was one of the Robins.
You know which one?
Why do all the Robins change their name?
Because no one wants to be Robin.
We got Nightwing, Batwing.
I'm gonna see
Wingman.
which Robin was he.
Oh, he's checking right now.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Guess it's my turn to be distracted by your cat.
My cat is attacking Derek. Well, while Derek is looking at Derek, while Tom was looking up who Batwing was, if anyone watching knows who played Batwing, which Robin, post below, or if you listen to us live, let us know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which, because there were so many different Robin. You know what I mean?
Really different Robin
throughout the comics. I was wondering which
the original
comics it was.
Right.
I believe so. Yeah.
So would it be the second one, and then the third one?
The first Batwing was David Zavimbi, a Congolese police officer.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Batwing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it takes place. That was the first one. Takes place in Africa. Huh. Fictional character.
To Africa.
Okay.
I am never going to Africa.
He's a billionaire. He can travel wherever he wants to find his Robins.
If I was a billionaire, the last place I would go would be Africa.
But it doesn't say anything about him being.
I have family who went to Africa, and they got put up in this resort type of place.
Yeah.
And they were told not to leave because they walk out with jewelry, it'll get ripped off their faces.
Oh, the second Batwing was Lucius Fox's son.
Yes.
That was the second Batwing.
So the show that must be the second Batwing then.
Yeah.
Fox is the character. So this must be the second Batwing.
Yeah, it is. I'm reading it right here.
Maybe
the television series. That's the Batwing. It's going to be Luke Fox for the television. So
it kind of makes sense if they're doing Ruby Rose's Batwoman.
Yeah. So anyway, back on target here.
Yep.
Thanks, Tom. Good looking up, bud. With Arrow ending, which I'm sad to see Arrow go. I loved Arrow. It's cool that this is coming out because when it was ending, I was like, how are they going to replace that show? Going to put another Flash type of show on there? With it, Flash is more of a campy, fun show, and I love the Flash too. But Arrow was just different
because it was dark.
Yes. Dark. It was just a good show.
A lot of people failed that city.
They sure did, and it just adds balance to the universe. I personally believe. And what's cool is this is the first time that a lead superhero character on TV is being played by a lesbian. Well, it's going to be a lesbian. Pretty amazing.
I can tie this into anime if you want to be really impressed. There's a character called Ruby Rose.
I'm sure there is. Her boobs probably as big as.
No, that's. I don't know if we did a Ruby episode yet, but I think I talked about it. Whether it was on air or off
air. We might have to do a Ruby Rose review. So on to movie news. Spider-Man: Far From Home. According to Deadline, according to Deadline, I cannot speak today. It's not over. According to Deadline, the trailer for Spider-Man is now attached to Avengers Endgame. And I just dropped my box. And according to Deadline, there's a short message from Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, before the Endgame starts, telling viewers to stick around for a sneak peek. Because if you've seen the previews for Spider-Man, there are spoilers in the preview.
Yeah, and it's the third trailer that they did that. Did
that. And so now they're telling fans to stick around. The movie's been out long enough now, so that now there's something to look forward to at the end of the movie. So they're adding that. And the release date, I believe, is July 2nd, 2019. So get ready, kids. Spider-Man's coming back. What do you guys think?
Again.
Again.
He is Spider-Man.
If I remember, too, this is Tom Holland's last movie. There's controversy, I don't know if you guys have heard, whether they want him back to play Spider-Man.
Do you think it's because he loves to spoil everything? So they have to literally trick him into everything, or let him find out last second.
Right. That could be part of it. Supposedly he's writing the new script and hoping they'll like it enough to let him be Spider-Man again, which is like, dude, have some pride in yourself. Get a new job.
Yeah, really. Huh.
And if you don't know, the Spider-Man movie is kind of basically starting Phase 4, which I'm looking forward to, because this is gonna be a fun phase. All new characters, new movies, great stuff. Great stuff.
Nice.
And if you guys are a fan of some DC news, Derek's a big DC fan here. Suicide Squad. Michael Rooker in talks to play King Shark.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
I just think it's funny that they got the Marvel people jumping into DC now.
Well, they have to, because DC's floundering, you know?
Well, it's not even that. Like, you can only have so many actors before you have to be like, oh, I guess we'll double dip.
Double dip.
Double dip.
Pretty soon you'll have Batman, you have Superman playing Thor, Batman playing Captain America, you know?
Well, it's kind of a spoiler, but not really. We already had the Big Lebowski play in the Marvel Universe.
Yep. But anyway, Medium, it was awesome to meet. He's a real nice guy, real great guy. A lot of cool stories. Some I can share, some I can't. But if you haven't met him, he's a really awesome dude, which is why everyone should go to Rhode Island Comic-Con and meet these awesome celebrities, because you get lifetime of stories.
Yeah, actually, I know a celebrity who had a crush on Tom Holland.
Really?
Yes, and was very excited that they were at the same con. So I can't say too much, obviously, you know that, but yeah. Yes, sir.
Nice. And how about Captain Marvel? After making over $1 billion. $1 billion.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
That got overshadowed by
games. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got it after a month? Oh, that's cute. We did it in a night.
Hours.
Technically 3.
So, yeah. The movie is coming out on digital on May 28th and Blu-ray June 11th. And I'll definitely be getting this movie. Most definitely. We guys be getting this movie at all? No? Yes? Maybe?
Actually, I never buy any of them because they're always just on Netflix or some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be some insane like 22 DVD box set. When this is all said and done, that's probably going to cost like $600.
Yeah, who would buy that?
Well, but if you're going to buy all the movies, why not just buy them all at once?
Yeah, it comes out to the same, probably even less. No, I don't buy movies anymore. I used
Plus, like you probably bought his DVDs, but now you got to upgrade them to Blu-ray anyway. So
yeah, exactly, and with all the streaming services and everything else, and jailbreaking this and doing that, I can't justify spending money on DVDs or Blu-rays anymore.
No,
I since my last job. Because like I was buying them just to watch them at work on the laptop because they didn't have Wi-Fi.
I might buy this one only because it's the first female huge character on the screen.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm going to.
You can't say the first one because Gal Gadot was Wonder Woman. If you want to say it for the Marvel universe,
right, for Marvel, yeah, for Marvel. I don't care about DC. Gal Gadot was nice. She was very pleasant when I met her. She's gorgeous, but I don't care. Marvel guy here. Bastards.
Hates on DC, does nothing but compliment them.
All right. So, Derek, I hear a rumor you have something you want to talk about.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Sailor Moon this time.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna throw in some '90s anime.
Right.
Kidding me?
So,
how old were you in the '90s? Like 2, 3?
I kind of watched this when right around before Pokemon was coming out. So those are like my first animes. But for those who never watched Sailor Moon, I mean, like I understand like it's a little bit cheesy because you're looking at '90s anime, but it's one of the first animes where like the entire cast or like the main characters are all females. So there's 5 of them. Obviously, the first one, Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, and then throughout the course of the anime, they do add a couple more Sailor Scouts. So you get Sailor Pluto, Sailor Saturn, and Sailor Uranus. And if you watch it in Japanese, or if you watched it in English, if you watch it both, you'll notice that there is a lot of differences in them. Because in the English version of the original Sailor Moon, one of the first villains, Zoisite, I believe if you watch it in Japanese, she is a female character.
Oh, Chris.
Not a female character. He's a male character. But for I think it was 4 Kids Entertainment that dubbed it, made it a female character because they didn't want to have a gay character. 4 Kids Entertainment has a bad reputation for their dubs and changing a lot of stuff. They also changed the characters, Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune, to cousins. But if you watch it in Japanese, they're actually lesbians. They're in love with each other.
Who is?
Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. But if you watch it in English,
is that incest?
If you watch it in English, they made them cousins because they didn't want to they didn't want to promote that. But if you watch it in Japanese, they're not cousins. Sailor Moon also has like several alter egos. They all have like their Sailor Scouts, which is what they're known for, or they got their, I should say, other identities, kind of like Bruce Wayne, Batman, kind of thing. But Sailor Moon has a third one. She's actually the Moon Princess. She gets a special crystal for her powers. Yeah. They used to live on the moon, but the Queen Beryl.
I agree, Chris.
The Queen Beryl fight destroyed the moon, and the only way to save everybody was for Sailor Moon's mom to use the moon crystal to send them all to Earth, and then like kind of like erase their memories and reincarnate them. So they got their powers back because Queen Beryl was starting to attack the Earth and get the negative energy.
So they were reincarnated?
Yeah, and then like the more you go into the anime, like they get their memories back from the Moon Kingdom. she gets her love back with Tuxedo Mask. And first season, they actually turned him evil to try to support Queen Beryl and try to break them up so that way Sailor Moon wouldn't win.
Tom, you're half off screen.
Yeah.
I sent you a message. Just like, looking at it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
But a few years ago, they actually redid it, Sailor Moon. They called it Sailor Moon Crystal. So,
I've heard of that.
So basically, what it was they made it closer to the manga, so that there's less filler, and the artwork is different because it looks more like the manga than the original one did. The stories are shorter, and I want to say I've only watched maybe like the first 27 episodes for Crystal. I don't know if you've had a chance to watch either of them.
No, I haven't had a chance. We started this show. I'm going on a little rant here. I've been so free with stuff for so long. We start this show, the three of us, and then all of a sudden I get busy. Now, part of it's the show, obviously, but Jesus Christ, I am so busy all of a sudden. Have you guys experienced that at all?
Mm-hmm.
No? Because it's like I had plenty of time when we started, and I was like, no. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Kind of screwed up Derek now.
Yeah, so for Sailor Moon Crystal, like it's just a complete remake. They dubbed it more close to the Japanese version, so there's no random stuff going on, or like changing characters completely. Some of the like I said, I've only watched the first season of Crystal, so I never got past where her kid comes from the future to try to save her. That's the second season. Every season, she gets like a new outfit, a new attack that she can use. As do all the other Sailor Scouts. They all get new attacks, more powerful ones. But it's just all the villains are trying to get the negative energy to build themselves up. And their job is to just save everybody. Go Sailor Scouts.
Yeah. How old are these characters supposed to be?
Okay, so if you look at the 90s version, I believe they have Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts are like middle school. But her...
Holy Jesus.
But her Tuxedo Mask is, I believe, a college student. When they remade it for Sailor Moon Crystal, I think they put them all in high school, so they're a little bit closer in age. Or the Sailor Scouts are a little bit older, so it's not too big of an age gap.
Right.
But outside of that, I don't think there was anything too crazy about the ages for any of the other characters.
Okay.
It's just weird that they were, because they say junior high, so I'm assuming that's like their version of middle school.
Great review, Derek.
You guys should watch these so you can ask me questions about them.
Well,
or like an episode or two.
Well, I hear the word about Sailor Moon. And I'm thinking that is the dumbest show I've ever seen in my life, and I never really watched it, obviously. But having you just talk about it makes me kind of want to watch an episode.
I mean, like, I'm sure down the road I'll probably do like a top 10. Well, there's gonna be like top 10s for animes, whether I want to do it strength or whatever.
We should do a movie review of one of your animes, and I'll put my eyes out and we'll watch it.
But I will say, because this is just gonna piss off the Dragon Ball Z fan base. But I did read an article where like someone ranked their top 10 strongest anime characters, and they ranked Sailor Moon higher than Goku. So they're saying Sailor Moon can beat Goku.
You should do a top 10 characters or something, like your top 10 of favorite like male and female characters. Like do the female superheroes and men. You should try to do that one time. I know you said there's a million of them.
Okay, I feel like I should throw like a lot of anime so people can watch it. They're just not like, oh, who's this character? Who's this character? If they have a chance to watch him first, then they go, oh, well,
see,
this is why
you drove Tom away. Tom left. He's like, I don't want to hear this anime crap. I'm out of here.
I have a picture of the
Tom. Come back.
I have an anime poster where they're all just walking out of the Hall of Justice because they just destroyed the Justice League.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool, actually.
There's probably one for the Avengers, but I haven't found it yet.
I don't think Tom heard what we just said.
Yeah, I know.
No response at what we just said. You didn't hear us?
No, I heard you.
You didn't care. Love you too, Tom.
Yeah, I had to take care of my son.
No, we'll talk later. I don't want to talk about it on there. Yeah, so that was very good, Derek.
Yeah, good job, man.
That was you kind of want to watch the stupid thing now.
I will say the same thing because honestly, it's like after I hear you describe them, they sound so much more palatable than when I actually put them on. Because what was that one that we did a couple weeks ago? Your guru, your vagina, or something like that. Yo Gubaro or whatever.
Fan service isn't as
Miss Afro, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I tried, like your descriptions are great and your synopsis and whatever are great, and then I put them on and I'm just like,
where's Derek?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I need to watch them. You need to be sitting next to me, just explaining everything. You know, there we go.
All right, before we jump into Tom's news, Christopher Briggs had a good comment that Stephen Amell is coming to Boston Fan Fest.
Yep,
Amell is the shit.
Yeah,
I won't get a long line to meet him. I just won't do that. But we've been talking about going possibly, and we should consider it. Maybe look up maybe get there as press. What their thing is.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, I want to go this year. I really want to go to Fan Expo Boston this year. Like I said, I am currently looking at houses, so I don't know if I'm moving. But yeah, I'd like to go. Yeah, you know,
I think I can afford his autograph. It's probably going to be $100.
Yeah. Well, then doing live for 5 hours, all little girls and everything. Come to Rhode Island, dude. Come to Rhode Island. All right, everybody. We are now on to Senior Tom in his altered reality news.
All right, what's up, guys? Bringing you your altered reality news. Just quickly before I start, I want to acknowledge Chris Briggs.
Hey, Chris.
In the chat, work with him. He's a good friend of mine, good buddies, and
viewers.
Yeah, and thank you
very much
for coming in and commenting. He actually sent me a text. Goes, "Am I the only one in chat?" I was like, "I don't know, but
yeah, he is.
I think you might be." And
thank you very much, Chris. You're the man.
Yeah, he is. He watches almost every episode or has watched every episode. He's a great dude. I actually get a lot of my comic news from him, especially on upcoming comic books that are coming out. He's always got the line on the cool new indie comics that are coming out, and always steers me in the right direction. And yeah, we go to a lot of little cons together. So in the future, we're gonna I'd like to have him on, you know.
Definitely.
And
do it.
He goes to a lot of cons. He actually went up to Old School Con a couple weeks ago up in New Hampshire and stuff.
He should be a con correspondent.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And, you know, I know we haven't met 2 weeks, but I figure once we talk after the show, we can talk and maybe, have him be like a con correspondent for us.
Yeah, if he's up for that, sure.
Because, he goes to a lot. He's very knowledgeable. So, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you very much, bud. Thank you.
So altered reality entertainment news, and I'm gonna talk quickly about 2 other cons that are in the area that you guys should check out. But yeah, first up, guys, the next altered reality entertainment con that was coming up was Epic Comic-Con, June 21st to June 23rd in Atlantic City. It has been completely canceled. Yes, they didn't give specific. They gave general reasons why, as to, you know, it's like saying they couldn't put it on to to the best of their abilities and all this stuff, and just wasn't going to turn out the way it wanted it to. They left the door open to doing it at another date, but in the meantime, Epic Comic-Con is canceled. Sorry, guys, that we're gonna go.
Any word if it has something to do with the cruise?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
It was very vague, very general stuff. My guess is maybe turnout and maybe securing some of the celebrities, because I do know, like, I've had some friends that have gone to Atlantic City recently, and they say it's a ghost town down there.
Really?
Yes. They, you know, it hasn't really recovered from the hurricanes and all that years ago, and just, yeah, stuff went out of business, and so I don't know. You know, I'm just saying what I've heard. Yeah, so if you were planning on going to Epic Comic-Con, don't. It's not.
If you go to don't. Do not go there.
It will not be epic.
I mean, you can go, but probably not getting in. So,
you can still gamble though.
Yeah, you can go down and gamble.
Go to the town. There's nobody there.
Yeah, and see the old.
Somebody who knows.
And thanks, Chris, David, Habor, and Sebastian Stan will be at FanFest.
Yeah, I was gonna. Chris is blowing up all my Fan Expo news. Telling you that when I get to it. So anyway, so that is canceled. June 21st to 23rd has been canceled. The next one by Altered Reality Entertainment is Colorado Springs, and that's August 23rd to the 25th. We're going over a lot of the people that are going to be there, but just real quick, some of the headliners: William Shatner being there Friday and Saturday, obviously Captain Kirk. Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger will be there all weekend. David Mizzou, Bruce Wayne in Gotham, is there Saturday and Sunday only. Bear Margera, you know, from CKY and all that, he'll be there all weekend. Eddie Furlong, or Edward, now he goes by Edward Furlong, from the Terminators, he'll be there all weekend. Oh, Emma Dumont, who I worked with, great person. So great. If you're a fan, she's in The Gifted. You know, they can't really say it, but she is Magneto's daughter, even though they don't have the rights to actually say that she's Magneto's daughter.
Was that show canceled?
I don't know.
One of them was canceled.
But she'll be there Saturday and Sunday only. I worked with her. She's really great. If you're a fan, guys, check her out. I mean, she would literally, if there wasn't too long a line, she'd literally sit there and talk to people for a half hour, 40 minutes at a time, just, you know, making sure, you know, about the show, about life. Really, really good person, really sweet girl. Yeah. So if you get a chance, you're a fan, whatever, check her out. And the last one I'll mention, and there's a lot more, you guys can check it, go to Convention Scene, or do a Google search of Colorado Springs, but Convention Scene's a really good site, and it tells you who else will be there. But the last one I'll mention for Colorado Springs is Jason Bostwick. He was the original Shazam way back. Oh,
yes. That's right.
And Chris, there's a message from Chris that yes, The Gifted was canceled. So thank you, Chris. Yeah, I don't watch it, but yes, I guess it was canceled.
Yeah, I never saw it either.
So
that's why I was kidding. We don't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but what about all the ones we do watch that are ending?
Because we do watch it.
I know. All right. So that's it on Colorado Springs. Now, before I move on to the next Altered Reality Entertainment, I just want to quickly mention August 9th through August 11th, Terrificon at Mohegan Sun is happening. I went last year. Great. It's great. It's not it's a smaller con. It's bigger this year than it was last year. It gets bigger every year, but it's a smaller con. Great to find stuff. If you're a collector of, you know, whatever, toys, Funko, comics, great con to go to if you're looking for that and not so worried about celebrities. And yes, they do have celebrities, but their main focus is on vendors and collectors and stuff. So if that's the type of con you please check out Terrificon. Just a couple people that are going to be there. John Barrowman from Arrow will be there Saturday and Sunday.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, cool dude. Billy D. Williams all weekend. Billy D. Mixed things about him. So take that for
really?
Yes.
Well, talk off air. I want to hear this stuff.
Yeah. Make a note of that. We'll talk off because I can tell you some things. Then Val Kilmer is going to be there Saturday and Sunday only. I thought that was pretty cool. Val Kilmer, and then Robert Wool. He was
holy Jesus.
Been in a lot. He was Arliss on HBO. If y'all remember that terrible HBO show called Arliss, that he was Arliss. Yes, he'll be there all weekend. John W. Shipp, the original Flash, is going to be there. Reb Brown, the original Captain America from the old Captain America show that where you rode around on the motorcycle back in the day. He's going to be there. And then they have two of the voice actors from Pinky and the Brain and various other things, and Phil Lamar and Maurice LaMarche. I'm sorry if I got those names. Or I didn't pronounce them right, but because I'm not really familiar, but they were voice actors for Pinky and the Brain. So, yeah, that's Terrificon, guys. August 9th through the 11th at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, not far from us. I went last year. Great little con to go to, especially just for a day. You go there, and a day is more than enough in there. So, yeah, check it out. It's not Ultra Reality, but still, it's a cool con. And then another non-Ultra Reality that Chris has been giving us updates on is Fan Expo Boston, which I want to go to. I'm hoping we can set something up with you guys, or one or both of you, to check out Fan Expo Boston this year, August 16th through the 18th. Not far from us, about a little under an hour from me. So even closer for you guys, I think. Yep. So Chris already mentioned David Harbour from Stranger Things is going to be there. Zach Levi, the new Shazam, he'll be there. This is cool. The Goonies. So Corey, Sean Astin, and Kei Hai Kwan, the Asian American guy from the show. He was also wasn't he Short Round in the Indiana Jones movies? Yeah. Those three are going to be there for the Goonies. Chris already mentioned Sebastian Stan. He'll be there. Stephen Amell. Very cool. Stephen Amell. Saturday and Sunday only for Stephen Amell. But he'll be there. Rutger Hauer all weekend. And Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi will be there all weekend. And there's a lot more, guys. I was just going off of some of the bigger headliners for that because we focus more on Ultra Reality, but I wanted to talk about it because it is in our area. And, I really want to check it out. And obviously, yes, we focus on Ultra Reality, but we're geeks and we like all cons. So, so check it out if you guys get a chance.
What cons do actually have cons going on?
Mm-hmm. The ones that don't get canceled.
Yeah, ones that don't get canceled.
Yes, exactly. And finally, the con that we all work at, and the best con in the country, maybe, Rhode Island Comic-Con, November 1st to November 3rd this year. So Dave Bautista,
Big D,
the wrestler, the Guardian. He's Groot, right? And Guardians.
He's Drax.
I can't believe I said Groot.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, that's what I don't know why I said. He's only there Sunday, though, guys.
Was that?
Groot's Vin Diesel. Bradley Cooper's Rocket.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Yes, Bradley Cooper's Rocket. Yes. Okay. Drax. Yeah.
I didn't know either one of them play those characters, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I only found out about Bradley Cooper at the end of Endgame, and I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't even, I never paid attention. But, yeah.
It doesn't sound like him.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's there only Sunday, guys. That doesn't happen that often because usually Sunday's a travel day for these guys. So usually they're there like Friday and Saturday and leave Sunday, do a half day.
He must really want to come for one day.
Yeah. Yeah, you would
really want to be there.
Yeah, which is cool, you know. Dave Bautista, big dude. I might challenge him to a wrestling match. So if you guys want to see,
I would pay to see that.
You guys want to see me put the hurt on Dave Bautista?
If you challenge him, I will buy you the Geek Perspective T-shirt. That's on sale now. No, I'm just kidding.
We don't have a T-shirt yet.
Yet.
So yeah, he'll be there. And then Palm. I'm just going over the headliners, guys, for Rhode Island because it's so far out now. It's not until November, and so just the headliners at this point. The next person is Palm Clementif. Sorry, I'm probably destroying that name. Another person from Guardians of the Galaxy. They will be there Saturday and Sunday only. Benedict Wong from Doctor Strange and Endgame will be there Saturday and Sunday only. Alfie Allen, Theon Greyjoy from Game of Thrones, will be there Saturday and Sunday only. Christian Nairn, Hodor from Games of Thrones, will be there Saturday and Sunday only. William Shatner, Captain Kirk, will be there Friday and Saturday only. John Barrowman from Arrow will be there Saturday and Sunday only. Catherine Tate from Doctor Who will be there Saturday and Sunday only. Jeremy Piven from Entourage and what was that show on PBS? Mr. Selfridge. I loved that show. Mr. Selfridge. Yeah. Chris said Hodor is going to be there. I said Hodor. Jeremy Piven will be there all weekend. Beverly D'Angelo will be there from National Lampoons. The mother from National Lampoons will be there all weekend. Mark Paul Gosselaar from Saved by the Bell and Franklin and Bash will be there all weekend. And Henry Ian Cusick from Lost will be there all weekend. And there's a ton more guys. I just went over some of the main headliners. There's going to be a lot more. So definitely check out Rhode Island Comic-Con, November 1st to the 3rd. Come by, see us. Maybe we'll be doing press. Maybe we'll be sitting with celebrities. Who knows?
Signing autographs. You never know.
You never know, but come by.
His ass kicked by Batista. You never know.
Maybe we'll just do it all.
You never know what's going to happen. So definitely, guys, check out Rhode Island Comic-Con. Come see us. And
definitely.
So anything you guys want to add to any of these cons? Rhode Island, talk about Rhode Island at all? Anything?
Rhode Island, we have some of the best celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where Boston got Stephen Amell, Rhode Island has to step it up now.
Yeah.
Rhode Island has to get a bigger name.
Well, if they're doing that, then since they got 2 Game of Thrones, they should make it a third and make it Amelia Clark or John Kittredge.
It's possible. You know, we've had some European celebrities before, so it's definitely a possibility. Anything is possible.
Yeah, and you know how you guys both know how Rhode Island is. You're going to see a bunch more people added, and then right before the con,
they're all going to get pulled back.
You're going to see a bunch more added last minute. So it's
a friend of mine used to book the celebrities, and she would tell me how crazy it was. You know, they go to they call their agents, blah blah blah. And they yeah, and then they go, no, we can't make it. We have so and so movie because people don't realize these people do movies and TV shows and have other stuff going on. So they may say, yeah, I'll do this. I was with one celebrity who, while during the weekend, he got offered a movie. So he was like, nice. So he actually was leaving at the end of the Comic-Con to go start shooting a film. And I remember him telling me, he goes, my wife is not going to be happy. I go, but when she gets that paycheck, with new shoes, he's like, that is true. Because he told me she buys a lot of shoes. I won't say who that is, but she buys a lot of shoes, he said. But yes, go to Rhode Island Comic-Con. It's freaking awesome.
It's such a good time.
Yes. Now, we haven't talked a lot about Funko Pops lately. I have an unboxing today.
Yeah.
My first ever unboxing. in case anyone doesn't know, a couple of years ago, my buddy's kid bought me a Funko Pop. I was like, what the hell is this crap? And 2 years later, I got about 30 of them in my freaking house.
Oh, shit, you're catching up to me. Guess I'll have to start buying some.
How many do you have? You're like 60 or 70, don't
70.
you? Yeah, I'm nowhere near you.
I just bought 2 last week.
I think I bought like
about the Captain Marvel
4 in the last month. Well, Tom sold me a few. Which I still owe you, Tom.
I totally forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, the Bruce Lee and the couple. Yeah, I remember.
No, I haven't forgotten. So I found out I got a Funko Pop, and I figured we got to do a little unboxing. I figured this something cool. This little box that came in, of course, Amazon.com. I love Amazon. Even though Tom's not Tom's favorite place to order from, because like he told me, the boxes don't come in the best condition when you get them. You're a collector, as far as like want to preserve the pop.
Yeah,
you can't expect to. I wouldn't expect a pristine box when you get it. I just wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, the packing is great.
Yes, most definitely.
What's in the box?
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box? Looky here. Ho ho! Whoa!
Yeah,
everybody. Patrice Bergeron, Boston Bruin. Yay!
Dude, that is sick.
I have it now.
Yeah, I $10 on Amazon. They actually also have a show over time. They actually also have Marshawn also.
Nice.
It was like $14 for Marshawn.
Well, they might as well complete the line and get Pasternak eating some pasta.
They had Pasternak. Pasternak's my favorite player of that team. Well, with Bergeron, obviously, but
don't you like his commercial?
I love his commercial. It is the greatest commercial ever.
Hey, ref, check your voicemail. You've missed some calls.
If you're not hockey fans out there, there's a commercial where Pasternak is getting a penalty. He goes to the penalty box, and it's like a Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, go ahead. You can finish it, Dad.
He's getting a Dunkin' Donuts drink, and she goes, "Oh, you want your usual large?" And he's like, "Nah, I only got 2 minutes. Make it a medium." And then he looks back at the ice and he yells at the ref, "Hey, ref, check your voicemail. You missed some calls."
You gotta see the commercial. It's a great commercial. And the Bruins are playing tonight, right?
No, tomorrow.
Oh, damn it! I was hoping they were playing tonight. And I heard something about tomorrow, and I was like, no, they can't be playing Sunday. They're gonna be playing Saturday.
No, it's weird. This is the only time. The only game that they're not doing every other. This is the only time with 2 days off.
Basketball is ridiculous, and basketball does it only because of money.
I need 3 days off in between my 2 home games because it's a lot of running.
All they want is money. That's all they care about. They don't care about the fans. I better stop before I go into a sports rant.
They should pay out the NHL players more than the NBA players.
Well, we should play the players more.
That's a very cool pop. Actually, Chris, who's watching, is a huge hockey fan. If you guys ever want to know anything, and I mean anything about hockey, ask Chris. He's got that one.
He beat me.
He knows.
He didn't open it live on the internet.
Hockey, but he can tell you when. Teams' original names dating back to whatever the 30s and what league they were in. Guy knows everything about hockey. Everyone have a good conversation about hockey. Talk to Chris.
Chris, do you have any other Bruins hockey pops? Because I think there's only.
Does that just list the team, or does that just list the pops?
Oh, this is list the pops. This is the. Now, the back of the box, is that the collection that's you're supposed to get? Is that how that works?
Yeah, usually on the back, and it becomes bigger. You know what I mean? They'll add more as it goes on, but usually on the back of a pop, it'll have whatever is in that line.
Because this one's different. How if you look at the back of the pop, there's usually all the ones in that collection on the back, like the 3 or 4 that go with it.
It's taking me to Clark Toys. That's who this came from Amazon. Clark Toys.
Okay.
It just lists 10 or 11 players.
Oh, really? That's kind of like this one. This one just lists a bunch of mascots on the back, and usually they tell you, but yeah. So I would assume that all those guys have pops or
pops.
Have pops at some point. So
I'll read them in case anybody wants to know. It's Claude Giroux, Taylor Hall.
I'll say them before you butcher all these names.
I'd be that way.
Claude Giroux, Taylor Hall, Jack Eichel,
Giroux.
Marc-Andre Fleury, Matt Zuccarello, Nico. Oh, I don't know this one.
That's cool,
Nico,
Chris. I'm getting Marchand next.
Hishaira Pecorine, William Carlson,
What are you
Zach
calling
Parise, Patrice Bergeron, and TJ Oshie.
Nice.
Oh, I'm getting Oshie. Oshie is the shit. I'm getting TJ Oshie. And I'm going to get my man from Washington.
Nice.
I actually have Gronkowski, the alternate jersey, Brady, the alternate jersey, because they're not $1 million.
I got that trio one where it's
Brady,
like
$300 or whatever it is. Oh, I'm jealous because that's like a fucking $1 billion. Like, you suck.
Yeah.
So I got Brady and him, and I got Bledsoe, and I have Chris Haywood.
Nice.
So I want to build up like the Boston. I'm doing horror Boston, and I think I want to do some of the Venomized pops.
Those are cool. The Venomized.
I have Iron Man, and my next one I want to get is Captain America because that looks fucking awesome. Have you seen the Captain America?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, look up the Venomized Captain America.
I think that one's good, and the Venomized Spider-Gwen's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Spider-Gwen.
It's actually a really cool. Speaking of Venomized, it's not Venomized, but it is deal with Venom. There's an anti-Venom pop out there. It actually comes in an anti-Venom pop and T bundle, a T-shirt. It is so cool, man. If you ever get a chance, Google the anti-Venom pop. It's such a cool looking pop. Such a cool. Oh man. I think it might be glow in the dark too.
I looked at the glow in the dark one.
I like glow in the dark pops. I have a bunch. They're very cool.
I'm sure you do, Tom.
I just got the Captain Marvel glow in the dark lunchbox one.
Nice.
With the little lunchbox with the whatever that thing was, the power surge.
Now, what is you guys' policy about opening up a box?
See, I have no problem. Like I keep mine in my boxes just because, like, for me to display them, I find it easier because you can stack them better or whatever, how you want to display them. But I mean, I have no problem with opening them. Yeah, I like to keep my boxes cool, pretty clean, and in good shape, just for the fact of, like I said, I'm selling a bunch, and it's a lot easier to sell them if the boxes are in good shape. You know what I mean? Because there are people out there. Some people are totally anti even opening a box, and touched all this, I have no problem with opening a box if I can keep the box in good shape. And that also, honestly, if I have some, like if I get some in the mail and the box is destroyed, then I take them right out of the box, you know what I mean? And display them like that if the box is completely destroyed. But that's my feeling. However you prefer them. That's what I'm about, because that's what they're there for you to enjoy,
Right. The only thing I never understood for like collecting anything is why does the box matter if you're purchasing the item?
I've wondered that thing, but it's been that way since the beginning of time for some reason.
I have that answer because there are anal people out there that want everything pristine.
Yeah.
What if I lick the box? You won't know that before
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
You'll know.
I'll know. You won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, some people just have I decided I'm opening my sports pops because they're my thing.
I mean, I can understand it for cards. Like if you want to keep the card in mint condition, so if that's always protected. Because
explain that to me. What is up with these cards? Because I'm seeing that online. They have pops. Like they'll have like this pop, and then they'll say this will be like $10.99, and they'll have the same pop with a card for $25.
So it wasn't a pop thing. That was just like in general card collection thing.
Oh, all right. Never mind then.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Roy. I have seen one. It was like I remember seeing that on eBay or one of those sites. It was the pop and card. But then when I went to the item description, there was nothing. Bye, Chris.
Chris, have a good one, bud. Thank you for joining us,
Chris. I'll talk to you soon. We'll talk about getting you on the show, being our con correspondent. So we'll talk soon, buddy. But yeah, I have seen that. I didn't know what it was through the card thing. I have no idea. No idea.
So you have no idea?
No idea.
None?
None.
You stumped
None
the
whatsoever.
Pop master on Pops.
I just stumped the Pop Master.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's get into a little Avengers Endgame topic. We'll do a little talk. We won't do a big discussion on this, but let's.
But if you're one of those people that haven't watched it yet, this is your chance to look away.
Yeah.
Go away.
Go watch the damn movie.
I'm not gonna give away any spoilers personally, but it could happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
Either pause, fast forward if you haven't seen it, or leave the room for a couple of minutes, or whatever if you haven't seen it.
So, what'd you guys think of the movie?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was a great movie.
I was just happy it did make everything pretty much full circle. Like they incorporated all the other movies into that movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna try to say this without giving anything away. We all know, and if you're watching this, you have to know that there are some deaths in this movie. Excuse me. Of the people who died, what was your opinion on people who died? Like, were you happy who died? Like, were you okay with it?
I was fine with all the deaths.
Yeah, I was fine with it. That didn't make it any easier.
Yeah.
I feel like the second one hurt more.
Yeah, the first one I didn't care about.
It was like, oh no, but it's like Gamora is all over again.
Right. I love the character. We don't know who I'm talking about, but this person wasn't a big character for me. I know this person is a big character, but out of everyone that could have died, I was like, all right, whatever. Good.
Yeah,
it's like
because they didn't give the character the big moment yet.
Yeah.
Like if you want to say that was the big moment.
Right. I mean, it was noble. It was great. It was great how it ended. We just lost all our viewers.
all our viewer.
No, we're up to 3.
Oh, we were up to
you
3?
Can't see it now.
No, because I'm looking at this laptop, not your laptop.
We're gonna be deleting all this part anyway.
Yeah.
But Tom, on my thing, I can do live viewers.
Oh yeah.
Next to I have a live stream here.
Well, the host, unless you're on YouTube too.
Right.
Like if I switch over to the YouTube, I can.
Oh, you have the time too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm going
So yeah,
Oh, I got the time. I thought you said viewers.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, timer. Yeah, so it's like, I wasn't too crazy about it. It was like whatever.
But
I thought it was good. I know some people had tough times with some of the deaths. I heard it didn't happen in my movie theater when I saw it, but a lot of the guys I work with said there was a lot of tears in the theaters that they were in for some of these deaths. A lot of tears.
Because I saw it twice. So the second one, the bigger one, like the last half hour of the movie, all we heard was just.
Oh really?
Just for like the rest of the movie after
we
that.
heard nothing. Everyone must have been there seeing it for a second time except for us because we heard it. I think I heard one go, but I mean, for the most part, it was dead silent. I'm like, wow, no one's clapping, no one's doing nothing. Like, geez, you must have seen this movie a few times already.
And I know it's a long movie. For me, it did not feel like 3+ hours.
Not at all.
It felt like maybe an hour and a half top.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It felt like an hour and a half movie, even though it was like, I think with previews and everything, it was, I want to say it was 3:12 and stuff.
I feel like that's credit to everyone involved in that movie for captivating everybody to not even make you think about the time.
Yeah, the acting was fantastic. I mean, there's not one, like going back to Dark Knight. Yeah, remember Katie Holmes? God, that she was cringe. I cringed watching her act, and that I feel like everybody in the Marvel universe, great actors. I mean, I had no problem with any of them.
I have to agree. It was one of those deals that it was like, you know. But the movie itself was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that like you guys was just saying, when we left, it was like we went to a 10-15 movie. There's no way the movie started at 10-15 because we had like a million previews.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. And it was like Rick was like, dude, it's at 1:30. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, how the fuck did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it flew by. Like, some movies you go, you're like,
oh yeah,
forever.
Yeah.
Crazy. This is like, 5 hours later. What? Are you kidding me? That's insane.
Yes.
But I think that's it for our show today.
All right.
I think we did it good. We didn't really spoil anything.
Yeah.
We said news, but we didn't say who.
Yep. So I want to thank everybody for watching today's episode. And please subscribe to us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow us on the accounts. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, Geek Perspective. Comment on our videos. If you like our videos, it helps us get more viewers, more subscribers, and moves us up in the charts because YouTube likes people that communicate with their hosts. So
you can criticize us too and tell us what you don't like, and we'll try.
Yes. If stuff you want to talk about, stuff you don't want to talk about, let us know. So we can the show's for you guys, and want to make a good show for you. So if you have any questions, comments, any ideas that you want us to talk about, or you want to talk to us about stuff, come on the show, be a guest.
Have us over.
Have us over for dinner.
Your house.
We'll cook us dinner. We'll come over anytime. All right. So everybody, for Tom, Derek, you guys have a good night.
Come back next week.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, everybody. See you next Saturday.
Thanks, guys.